Different levels, I cannot relate. You never win if you playing it safe. It's all a game until you get played.
Fani Willis. So Fani, I have been reporting on Fani Willis down in Atlanta. If you don't know who she is, she's a district attorney. But she had went after Donald Trump. She went after Donald Trump. And she went after Donald Trump for election interference. Got herself caught up with a boyfriend, Nathan Wade. He ended up being on the case with her. Got caught up with that. So she ended up having to get him off the case, which said this her being on the case went to the Georgia Board of Ethics. They decided that they were going to throw her off the case. So then, after that happens, now she got to pay a fine. So we're going to go down to Atlanta because I want y'all to see this from the news down there. And then we're going to watch something from one of the people that works for her. Let's take a listen.
County District Attorney Fani Willis to pay more than $54,000 for violating the Open Records Act. Zach Merchant with our 11 Alive political team broke the story. And Zach, you just got a copy of that court order. What have you learned here?
We did. We just got a hold of this Fulton County Superior Court order just in the last roughly 15 to 20 minutes. In it, Judge Rachel Krause rules that DA Fani Willis violated the State Open Records Act by failing to turn over documents requested by defense attorney Ashley Merchant. The judge wrote that the defendants, the Fulton County DA's office, were openly hostile to Merchant and failed to handle her requests in good faith. Merchant had sought a copy of confidentiality agreements signed by DA's office employees, as well as a list of attorneys hired by DA Willis. Judge Krause today gave the district attorney 30 days to pay Merchant $54,000 in attorney fees and turn over those requests.
We'll back up. The 44 pages. I'm going to give you the 44 pages. Okay? So you can just look at that. You don't have to go.
Are you going to point out?
Now, before we get into this part here, this is the guy who was supposed to do his job and turn these records over. He works for the DA office.
The contract in the 44?
Give me 1 second.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So my open records request to you asked for contracts. Okay? That was one of the classifications we just talked about, right?
Yes.
Okay. Show me where in there you gave me contracts.
I did. I don't believe it's in here. You could not show me. So do you want me to page? You said that you was going to show me. You gave me an invoice, right? Okay. And then I said, all right, the 44. So now I can go through here to determine a contract. So you played. I'll do it.
So
you said that you was going to show me.
I'll show you the one you gave me.
Okay, no.
But that's in the second
You were
request.
talking in the context of these 44 pages. You told this court that I gave you a contract.
I don't know what's going on here. He's getting very, very hostile, and she's just asking him questions about the records that she's requested.
I said, show me. You approached me with the invoice.
You gave me that invoice.
Okay, stop. Both of you. The question I think is pending that will actually help us move forward is that Ms. Merchant asked if any contracts were produced in the original 44-page production.
Yes.
And while none of us will necessarily enjoy that endeavor, it is perfectly fair for a witness to say, let me review the 44 pages and then I'll answer your question. And so if you would like to do that, you feel free to do that. But the question is, was a contract produced in the initial production of 44 pages? Because I think we had agreed that contracts were requested. Okay, go ahead. Mr. Bond, if you want the document or if you want me to direct your attention to something, we can do that. But the 44 pages is entirely fair for you to say, let me look at these documents before I answer your question.
Yes, I would like for you to direct my attention as you said you could.
I'm asking you to answer the question the judge just asked you that I originally asked you. That I asked you if you gave me a contract in January. We agreed that I asked for a contract, okay? So we agreed I asked for a contract. I want you to show me where you gave me a contract. Or if you didn't, tell me you didn't.
Okay, allow me to review.
Great.
Here's the invoice.
Okay, y'all. So he can't find the contract. So now Fani Willis is on the hook to pay $54,000 to Ashley Merchant, who happens to be one of the lawyers representing Trump, that was representing Trump. I don't know if she has to pay this out of her pocket or the city of Atlanta has to pay this. This would be so messed up if taxpayers got to be on the hook to pay for their screw up because they didn't decide to release some records. And this is from like 3 years ago. Actually, 4 years ago, because now we're in 2025. 2021, they were requesting records and they couldn't get anything. And he's sitting in court arguing up a storm as if he actually did his job. But then he goes to look and say, well, this is not a contract, this is an invoice. Well, these are the invoices that we sent y'all. And you see that we paid. So where's our records? The city of Atlanta, this is every time I talk about my home state, the politics down there is just so corrupt. I mean, you got mayors resigning and then decided that they don't want to resign. You got corruption at every single level, police chiefs resigning. ATL is just all just effed up with politics. Y'all need to clean house. Everybody down there need to go. Everybody needs to go. Everybody got their hands in the cookie jar. Ain't nothing getting done for the citizens of Atlanta. It's like homelessness everywhere down there. I mean, it used to be a nice bustling town. Now it's just overcrowded with filth. I mean, it's just ATL is not the same Atlanta that I grew up loving to be in the 90s.